Alright guys, long time no see. I was actually looking at my channel. It's been almost like 2 months since I actually uploaded a video. But life has been pretty crazy, so yeah, it's been really busy with work, real life, holidays. There's just so many things going on at once. I just couldn't. But now, since the holidays are mostly gone, I have a little bit more free time. Though now that the Super Bowl's coming, it's gonna be a little crazy next week. So I figured I'd try at least some of the TCC challenges. There was actually 2 of them. I tried this one a little bit because I had a little bit of time before Caius event dropped, and I almost had it on the I think it was like the 2nd or 3rd try. I forgot, but I would have had it right at 60, but I didn't use like Macnol's like C65 to like give him an extra turn to give him battery to himself, which probably would have killed the boss. But it's whatever. I actually did better in this run anyway, so it doesn't matter. But what happened was I couldn't complete it. After that run, I was kind of pissed. I was like, oh, I need to take a break. So I took a little break, came back to the game, did my free pool for Caius, did his event, his last chapter or whatever it was, and did his Lufenia. It only took me I think 2 tries or something. I didn't record that, but I did take a picture in the Discord for TCC. I took Gabronth, Fujin, and Ramza. It was pretty easy. It wasn't that bad, as long as you know what to do and whatnot. The challenge quest though, that was something, because I only have Ramza built. Noel, I mean, I have his EX at 0 out of 3, EX plus, but that's it. And then I took Caius just because I didn't have Lise, and I at least got Caius's EX from the free pool, so I just kept it base. Gave it some orbs so it had some power, a little bit of power, I guess, and then I took him in, and that was pretty much it. The challenge quest was a little rough. I thought I was actually gonna die a few times because Noel had like 400 HP or something at one point, but yeah, it was rough. Ramza carried that so hard. But yeah, anyway, so I guess I can talk about this TCC challenge, which it's not a lot to say. Who was banned is Ramza, is the only one that's really banned, and his call, and you can't burst. Simple. I don't even have to look it up right now to tell you, because I remember exactly what it was. It wasn't too hard. So shout outs to Macnol. For having, his guides and stuff like that. Talk about, everything that the boss does, what to expect, how to deal with it, yada yada yada. But at the bottom, they had 2 videos. One was how to cheese the fight with Eldmarsh, which I did watch. It was by Xcaliblur, I think it's called his name. Xcaliblur. I'll leave a link to both of them, of course, because I actually did watch the video. He actually did it with what was it, Eldmarsh, Realm, and Ramza. And I did try that team too. I copied it pretty much, and it was good. It was cool, and it does work pretty easily, in fact. But obviously you can't take Ramza for this, so my person would be Saz, basically. And I originally was trying Saz with Realm, I think. I even tried Pinello. I just couldn't make it work. Even though Realm does get a lot of free turns, with same as Eldnarsh, her turn rate is like a little bit of a problem too, because you want to HP attack with her sometimes, but then she gets turn rate and you want free turns. You don't want to take too many turns because the turn count in this fight is a little tight. So I was like, well, heck, Macnol in band. I have him built. Let's take this bad boy. So that's what I did, obviously. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. Cat wanted to go out the room. I had it closed because I was doing the recording. I didn't even know she was in here. Anyway. So let's see how this works. It almost works exactly like Xcaliblur's team in a sense, except that Macnol is the one that's going to give us like the extra damage and some of the free turns. So I just want him to go as much as possible since he's going to be the one dealing the most damage here throughout the fight. So even like you'll just see me do his plus because I'm just trying to take as little amount of turns as possible. And obviously Eldnarsh is there to just keep the boss locked. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So in the beginning of the fight, oh, I forgot to point this out. Xcaliblur, when I was watching his video, he actually pointed out something that I didn't even know that was actually possible. So with the Rude Call, if you have him, right, and with Odin, if you have, I think he said you have to have at least 2 C50s with Rude. I'm not sure if it was 2 or 3. I know I have 3 of them. I have 3 108 C50s anyway, so it don't matter. But basically, if you call Rude and you have Odin, it'll trigger the passive because he increases your max brave when he comes out, and hence then heals you back up. So he triggers the passive, and then you automatically have Odin's passives right from the get-go. So that's what I did with Macnol on his first turn, just to pop his call immediately, and then I'm gonna have the Odin passive forever throughout the whole fight. So cool little tip. I did not know that. I thought that was really cool. So yeah, so basically in the beginning, Eldnarsh is just gonna spam his skill 2. Saz is just gonna, keep the orb up and just use skill 1 and skill 2 between those. Macnol, like I said, he's gonna use his call first. Then you're gonna use his LD, skill 1. Then really up to you what we want to do after that. Like you could use the plus Furious after using your free skill on Awakening or something. I think that's what I did, just because it was a free turn and it moved me up. But yeah, just the beginning is pretty self-explanatory. He's gonna do Dia Flare or something like that. Then he does Gravija. It doesn't matter if he even breaks you with Dia Flare or whatever, because he's still gonna get enough charge to do his gauge attack. So he's gonna do Dia Flare, Gravija, whatever it's called, and then he's gonna do his gauge attack. So like I said, it doesn't matter if he breaks you or not. It's always gonna be the same thing. So I didn't really care who he targeted in the beginning, but I tried to get as many turns as I possibly could before he got to that point. But I don't think it worked as well as some other runs that I tried. Well, the other attempts, yeah. But this one went really well. This is the fight I did right after the Lufenia fight. I think I already said that though. But it was funny because after just playing that and then just going right into this, I did it right on the first try. Which is kind of nuts. I thought I would have to edit 2 videos because the opening of going into the fight and then doing the fight. But, well, you know, got it in one go. Saves me from editing it. So here I tried to save as many of the Saz's skill 2s for the orb and free turns, obviously. But here I had a launch, so I figured I'd just take advantage of it and summon too. It'll get the orb up plus the free damage from his battery from skill 2. So, plus I needed to summon anyway because I needed to vortex. So it was actually perfect timing for that. And here I'm just going to try to do as much, whatever's going to do the most amount of damage, basically. While I have the free turns in the summon. And obviously you see the speed of the video. It's a little faster. Like I said, I try not to make my videos too long because I don't think somebody wants to sit here and listen to me talk or watch the video for like 20 plus minutes. Lufenias are not short. They are definitely not short. But here we're looking good. I still have another LD. Still has 6 skills. Machina doesn't really need to use his skills too much, just because his HP plus is so good. I do want him to get turn rate, even though his non-plus HP plus doesn't give him free turns. But I want him to jump up as much as possible. Like I said, he's the main damage dealer in this whole fight, so I need him to take as many as he possibly can. So here, I think I just skill 2. Yeah, it's a free turn. It's a free skill, so batter everybody. Because once this boss gets really low HP, it gets a huge brave reduction. It's like massive. I mean, Machina's having no problem with it though. But that's just his LD though. He's not going to do that with his soldiers. Well, yeah, it still hit pretty hard though. I always wondered. So, I don't know if anybody else knows this, but if you have artifacts for Machina, like 2-star awakening, did you know it actually affects your HP attacks? I'm talking about like your HP plus, the Furious Blades attack. It actually affects that, which is kind of weird. I was always wondering if that would be a good. No, because his C50 is pretty good though, because it's max brave and attack. Yeah, never mind. So we're getting near the nitty-gritty. So we're just gonna pretty much like spam our skills. Like, I'm just gonna, even though my EX is up, I'm still gonna use this skill here. Just to get as much damage as we possibly can. Because we're right here at the end. Free turn. So I just did it. Free turn. Do it again. I don't care. Get this on him, and it'll do the most damage. Now I'm going to try to get Machina to kind of wrap this up here. Yeah, that's one thing I had to do when I was doing the runs before. I kept thinking some debuffs was another one, and then Diabolos would get his gauge attack off, and I'm just like, because I looked at the wrong thing, or I don't know. I just wasn't that focused, or I don't know. Here, just taking another free turn. I could have used the EX, but I'd rather have the free turn. I couldn't decide if I wanted to HP plus for the free turn. I thought it would. No, I didn't. Okay. I tried to go for as much damage as possible then, which I thought that would kill, but I guess not. I think this kills. Yep, that's it. Alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed and found some use in this video and information. Anyway, I'm gonna try the next one probably after next week or something. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, take it easy.